Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be on a PS4 controller with a dodgy thumbstick. This is a right thumbstick. It seems to be damaged. I've done a few repairs like these before. Actually, I've done one there recently on a Hori GameCube, or not GameCube, cheers. A Hori Nintendo Switch controller. So it should be fairly simple. It would be easier if I had a hot airy workstation, but at the moment, not something I have. So I'm going to break out the soldering iron now and some solder wick and see if we can get this guy off and stick on a new one. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we have this guy with the dodgy controller, or sorry, dodgy joystick. So we'll get this taken apart now. It's basically just 4 screws to get the back off these guys. One in each corner here. These controllers are fairly simple. They take apart. There's not too much involved with them really. The thing you have to be aware of it is when you take off the back shell, these buttons here can get caught, and you can knock them out of their housing. But it's just a matter of sticking them back in again. It's nothing too difficult, as I say. So that's the 4 wee screws removed now. So we just pop that guy there. Once the shell popped, you left it like that. There'll be a ribbon cable connecting the back charging port and the back light. So it's a matter of just popping that little guy out there. And here we have the board. So what we'll do next here is we'll disconnect the battery, which is this wee guy here. Simple as that. Take that off and set it to one side for later. Okay, next up we have, see if we can take this wee cover off. No, no problem. So there's a small wee screw in here, just holding the circuit board essentially to the front case. So we'll take that guy out. Comes this wee guy, battery holder, set it aside as well. That then should release this full setup. Nope. Almost forgot there is a tiny wee cable just there for the front touchpad. So pair of pliers and pop that off. And now we should be able to separate the front case from the board. And just like that. So there's our front case. We'll set that aside and give that a wee clean later, because this was the controller I bought essentially. So there is the guy in question there. So let me see, where is this attached? Off of the caps. As you can see, the only thing holding this main board to the chassis is the wee speakers. Sorry, not speakers, the rumble motors. So what I'm going to do now is going to grab the soldering iron, disconnect the wee motors, and then we can get a proper look at this whole guy here. Okay, so with the soldering iron now warm up, I'll just take a look at all of my replacement joysticks here, analog sticks. I got them off eBay from a company, Z Labs, I believe. I have one in here too that I took off an older PS4 controller that I wasn't using anymore. Pretty simple, just a matter of heating the pins up on the back of the board and sticking it up. So let's get on with that now. On the back you have all these wee points here which we'll need to get the solder removed from. So what I use is just a bit of solder wick. You can get this anywhere, I got it off eBay. What I like to do is add a bit of fresh solder onto the points. It just seems to make it easier to get the older solder off. So let's get stuck on it now and get this guy removed. I mean, if you had a hot rig workstation, it would probably be a lot harder to do this. But at the moment, I don't have any helping hands to hold it in place or anything, so it's it'll be a bit of a challenge, but sure. Let's get stuck in. Try to remember which one it is as well. Soldering stuff is something I want to get better at. If I don't get it off first time, I'll tend to go around again and give it a second go. I'll try to get as much off first time as I can. But like solid work, I'm not really too used to using it, so it can be a bit difficult. Definitely recommend getting some helping hands to hold this. Some kind of jig, because definitely not the easiest to do yourself. So that's the majority of the solder removed there now. We'll go on to stage 2. Okay, so camera died on me there. Doing this. So here we go, here's the board. Get a close-up shot out there with all the traces removed. So we'll get stuck in now and stick in the other part. Right, so after a couple of field batteries, this is the position we're at here now with a joypad. So as we can see, if we can focus here, there we are there. I have all the solder removed from the back of the joystick. As you can see there, that's one that is completely soldered on. I have the old joystick off from there, and I have the new one soldered in place. Well, it's not soldered in place, sorry, it's just set in place now at the moment. So that is also set in there. So definitely using a hot air station would make this a lot handier. Even with the solder wick, sometimes it doesn't get all the solder out, so you're left with a wee bit of solder still stuck in there. But probably the best idea, but I broke off these wee sides here. I'll show you these wee sides. I broke them off. Probably not the best idea to do that, and took it and basically dismantled the port and took it apart that way. But we have the new focus. So we have the new one on now, and we'll get around to giving that a wee bit of solder now and back to reassembly. Right, so here we go now with the soldering. Get these wee guys soldered back in place. So there we go, that is all soldering done now. Time for a bit of reassembly. Probably not the prettiest job, but let's see how it turns out. Right, okay, so finishing off now the last bit, joining all this back together again. I've had a couple of incidents with batteries tonight, so that's why there's been a few cuts. So let's fit this back together again now. I'll just get this wee boy lined up. I think that is us lined up around there. Next stage is the front shell. Now it's important that you get this wee rubbing cable too for the touchpad to go through. It's very easy to forget about that. You'll be sitting one day playing the game wondering why the touchpad's now not working. Come on, you bugger. There we go. I nearly remember to put the joysticks back on again. See if I can just pop this out. There we go. Okay, so next up is there's a small silver screw here that holds everything together. Okay, that's that one, and next up is the wee cable for the front touchpad, as we discussed. Let's push that home until it goes no further, and you know that's you sorted. Right up, what we have to do next is reconnect these rumble motors to their respective pads on the PCB in there. So I have the soldering iron warmed up here. So let me grab my tweezers and we'll get these guys buttoned up. Hopefully I can remember where the black went and the red went. There we are. So basically that's the rumble motors now reconnected. Everything back on the front again. All the buttons connected, or sorry, all the faceplates and everything is back on. Final piece is the rear of the clamshell. Connect this ribbon cable back up again. Now it's almost done, just the final 4 screws to reattach now. Like I say, I'm no expert at this, so don't be following my guide. But this is just one guy trying to fix a faulty controller, so just take it as face value for amusements only. Finished now. Just turn it on and see if we have any life. Okay, so nothing's happening. So what we'll do is we'll grab a wee power lead here. Plug it on the computer and see what is happening. There we have the charging light. Okay, and what I have a program on the computer here. HTML5 gamepad tester. So on this this is our left stick, perfect. Now the moment of truth, let's have a look at our right stick. There we have it, it works. Our right stick is working, perfect. Fantastic. I was a bit worried there, and as you can see, you can test all our buttons and stuff. Well, this is real handy. It's just a HTML5 gamepad tester. If you Google that, that'll bring up the test. There's probably a wee bit of stick drift there, just on the left stick, but it seems to be working fine. That's our gamepad testing now. It seems to be working fine. It's another one that's saved from the scrap pile, I suppose. So I'm not sure what to do, if I should keep this or sell it on or whatever, but it is a genuine controller and it is working fine now, so hopefully someone can make use of it. If you liked the video, give us a wee thumbs up there, and if you'd like to subscribe. I'm hopefully doing some more of these videos now. I had another controller there that I fixed earlier on today, but with the kids away I couldn't really record, as I was sort of on and off it all day really. And it is this one here. It had multiple issues. It wouldn't charge the USB port, it wouldn't hold the battery power, and the touchpad wasn't working. So I took it apart, gave it a good clean inside, fitted a new USB board up there, fitted a new battery, and it worked fine. It's working fine now, so that's another one I have to potentially sell or keep as a spare. So there we are, a couple of controllers fixed, and if you'd like to see more, hopefully I'll upload more videos as and when I can. So hit subscribe, and thanks for watching.